What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from What's Up in the Sky 37 or www.what'supinthesky.com. As always, missed you guys. Been a couple days since I'm back for a video, and we are looking at a NASA shot from the Spirit rover. This is was taken a couple days before it died. It got into this area. Now I had this sent to me from a one of my subscribers. I've got so many people sending me pictures. Much love to you all. He noticed this weird looking tool thing here. And then, of course, this box, it's like sitting there. You can't really not notice it. And then also what could be maybe some sculptures down here on this wall. And then up at the top, there seems to be like a human type face with hair. We see faces a lot, so sometimes I'm real skeptical about that. But I am very interested in the other. And then also this down here seemed to be really interesting. This carving type thing here. It's on two spots. I'll show you. There's four pictures from here. The rover, Spirit rover, had a right and a left for each one. So there's two shots taken, four pictures from each side. Very similar in each spot. I mean, it's just very little bit over. I'll show you here in a second. Also, these what looks to be like some buried geometrical shapes up top, and maybe like a staircase type thing here. Like it looks like a staircase wedding cake here on Earth, like you get. But let's take a look at where we got these from. This came from, let's see, yeah, Sol 2161, and that's, like I said, that's right before the thing ended. I forget what exactly day it was that it did. I think it got up to 2185 was one of the last days it was seen. So that's how you get it. As you check the description below, it's going to be there. I always have it there. And I think this is the one we worked with because this is what I want to work with. It has a little bit more of the bottom piece to it, which is very interesting to me because it looks just kind of, I mean, like I said, it could just be rocks, but this could just be like somebody's little altar, part of their home. I think that Mars was just thrashed. And there's parts of Mars that we know still have certain things on it, certain vegetation, water. I know if you haven't looked at my channel, that might sound crazy to you, but if you go look at the pictures, life on Mars, water on Mars, trees on Mars, it looks to be just as live as us. And I think we send our rovers places like where we'd find stuff like this. And at one time, I think Mars was smashed. Not like I said, I don't think the whole planet's living. I think there might be little pockets of life in it. Who knows? But to me, it all looks like just thrash. Just something came, hit it. Nuclear war, some war, something happened, bam. And as much as like I think it's a planet just like ours. It's amazing how much like ours it is, even with today, still to today, how the changes get made on it. It's amazing what NASA has found, and the European Space Agency, the Canadian Space Agency. Everybody put up some pretty neat satellites up there giving a shot. So let me stop blabbing. Let's get back to this. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into Photoshop now, and let's take a look at these anomalies down here at the bottom. What do I got up here? Okay, so first let's pull these in. I wonder what will happen if we'll play with the brightness later, because I like to make these a little bit bigger along with this right here. Image. We're going to crop the image. I'm going to take it and then I'm going to make it it's a 72 resolution. I'm going to bring that up 300, so all it's doing is basically making it a little bit bigger for my screen. I have a 70 or 70 inch. It won't be long. I've got a 70-inch projector behind me, but I don't have a 70-inch screen yet. I've got an i27 Mac here, so it's very small on my screen. So what I wanted to make sure is get the actual pixels. Okay, so this is, we're looking at the same thing. And let me get out the, I haven't done this, like I said, the only thing I usually use Photoshop for anymore is to go in and make graphics for websites at work and stuff like that. So I don't do too much of this anymore. But as always, it's pretty easy to do. So let's adjust the exposure where you get the gamma and stuff as well. I wonder if I can offset it. What I want to look at is take a look at right here. So we're going to reset it. So let's pull that up. Okay. Now it looks to have right here looks pretty interesting too. It looks like a little maybe part of a tool as well. So does that look to be something that was a tool to you? Let me know what you think. It looks like it has a handle, maybe a worked handle, and then down here some sort of contraption, or up here maybe it was something for striking. Now this right here does just seem very very worked to me. In the stone there. Now let's play with the. Let's really see if we can. See if the auto tone does anything. Nah, I didn't think it would. Let me back that out so it's not have that anymore. And let's go to the brightness contrast. See what we can change here. If any of that helps. Oh, that's awkward. Almost looks like something's been removed there. As I drop the brightness down, what was moved? What was taken out of there? That's very interesting. Let's see that again. As I bring it down, the brightness, everything looks like it does have a lot more texture to it, but right here seems to be something that was taken out. And when they brightened up the picture, let's go to the what it normally was, you would never see. So what did NASA take out of that picture? Very interesting. So something looks to have been removed from right here. Why? Who knows? So let's go over here and take a look at these again. See, I see now this to me looks like it was the face of something, maybe one of the statues, like the Catholic statues you see a lot. There's so many around the world, just different statues that have been put in the rocks. Let's see if we can make that come out at all. That was very interesting about the that up there. I have never seen that happen, where it's just that whole, as you're dimming something, the whole thing just blocks out. But let's see if we can't bring that up a little bit. Change the gamma. Oh, wrong way. Ah! There we go. Coming down a little bit. Oh. Man, you really mess with that one right there. It goes hardcore. So what happens if you turn it down? If you turn it down, now you know what, I'd love to know if that happens to the same thing when you do the exposure like that. You can really see when you turn it down. Let's see, here would be the eyeballs, that, and as we slowly turn it up, it looks like this black and white's so hard to play with because it's almost like it's so easy to manipulate. It's a grayscale, two colors to play with. But I don't know, what do you guys think about that? I think that's pretty interesting there. Let me pull this back out. Let me see. Pull it back out. One more. Let me step backwards. Step backwards. All right. See, now just to show you that it really doesn't do too much. When I change that to make it bigger, it's just making it a lot. The screen, it looks a little bit sharper on my screen as I make it bigger. So it doesn't really give us more of it doesn't sharpen it up any. Like you can sharpen it up with this, but we're not going to need to do that today. Let me see. You've seen me on my other videos. Now, to me, that looks like something that's been cracked open like an egg. It looks like it would have gone together. Just interesting. Over here was interesting. See how this it does look kind of like it was worked. Here looks pretty interesting. Up here, there's these, just up here, let's go ahead and we're going to, let's get this all with the little head thing there. Cut this off like this. Image. Crop, image size. We're going to do the image size again here too, and we're going to make this 300. And now we're going to make it actual pixels. Okay. Now, see how that up there, to me that looks, I don't know why, but it looks like there's a lot of symmetry in this up here. Like maybe this is buried. Like I said, I think Mars was just thrashed by something at one point. Just stuff got thrown everywhere. So, stuff like this could have been a bookshelf somewhere. It could have been the corner or something. But it looks to be milled. It looks to be worked. It has shapes. Let me see if we can play around with the adjustments like we were before. See if we can find anything. Let's try the exposure and the gamma first. This down here does look like something that was carved out, like a head. I remember getting these things as there were little squishy balls of the head, and they were, oh, I'm 32, about to turn 33 in October. I'm Libra baby, and they were just heads, and they were squishy, and I forget what they were called, but somebody will remember and put it down below in the comments. It kind of looks like that, but it doesn't. It looks like you could throw it at somebody and kill somebody. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure of the size on this, but let me see if I can't pull it up. See any more detail out of any of it. I don't know, guys. This was an interesting picture. Thank you guys for sending it. I forget who it was that sent it over me. I think it was Dr. Long sent this one to me. Um, let's go ahead and back it on out. Now let me give the whole picture a one over. I kind of want to do that contrast down here because this does look to be brightened up to me now. After that happened, that was pretty. Almost looks like a couple things were removed. All we're doing is taking the brightness down. And that is very strange. Right here too, it does it here. 1, 2, 3. And it looks like it was done with blocks from a computer. There's no like, just bam, erased. Bam, erased. White added to it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Much love. Let me know below. Think that's tampered with? Kind of looks like it was to me. Much love.